We recently did a collab where a lot of people refer to it as like the Avengers meeting or the X-Men meeting. Maybe a little bit of an over-exaggeration of
It's
people
just an exaggeration.
happening. Yeah, definitely just an exaggeration.
You don't have to say over-exaggeration. Exaggerating is over.
Oh, sorry. I think that I was just at the Department of Redundancy department last week, so that might have been where I picked that up. But it made me think, if we were superheroes, who would everyone be? And that's kind of the whole point of the video. Okay, so we're going to start off hot with Ramsey Dewey.
How is that hot? What is hot about Ramsey Dewey?
In the last video we did where we said if every martial arts YouTuber was a fast food restaurant, 100% he was the crowd favorite.
Well, you gotta look, you're talking about a niche. It's a niche audience. So does everyone want to talk about that? Or do, like, internet martial arts, YouTube fanboy,
everyone
niche culture? So yes. Ramsey Dewey, so who do you have?
Oh, I have undeniably the one true answer. It's Professor X.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
100% is. I went a little bit more based off of personality type than I did like actual superpowers that I think they'd have.
Just that out of your mouth, I already know that I put way more thought into this video of yours than you did. Professor X makes your case because he's bald. Because he's bald.
Because he's bald. No, more thought based.
Cerebral is the word you're looking for.
Okay, sure, if you want to use big made-up words. Cerebral.
All words are made up. All right, so my initial impulse was Batman. Because Batman is, like, a bit stoic and a bit wise, but he does crack a little kind of corny wry joke every once in a while. But I actually changed my answer. I'm going with Namor and or Aquaman, because I'm pretty sure they're, like, the same thing.
Interesting.
So
I don't know. I don't think I know who Namor is, to be honest.
He's basically Aquaman, but in Marvel. So he's super strong underwater dude, and he's like the king of his people, and he's kind of a douche. Like he's kind of a, and this is why I think it is. I think it's because he's super strong, and he's like a king with his people. Sure. But like nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Mike, I didn't realize we were coming at throats today.
Oh, dude, we're just getting started. I'm coming for everybody.
Okay.
Nobody's safe.
Ramsey, I care. All right. We're gonna jump. What the heck? See, I told you we were starting off hot. Unless that's not even. Anyway.
Icy hot.
That's hot. Let's go, Jeff Chan.
Jeff Chan. Jeff Chan is definitely the Hulk. 100% he's the Hulk.
Interesting. Which version of the Hulk?
Like the one that changes. Because when he's talking to the camera, and he's super like, I'm Jeff Chan and I'm going to do some MMA today. That's like definitely Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
And then he gets into sparring and it's like, whoa, dude. And he gets scary. He's sort of scary in sparring. Because he's very like, he's talented. He has a lot of attributes. But then when he starts talking, it's like, where's the monster? Where's that killer that we just saw over here, dude?
Yeah, see, I went with something very similar. I went with Cyclops. Like, you take off the sunglasses, and it's just like...
Yeah,
but then you put him back on, and he's
pretty
like...
dry. I got Cyclops.
He's pretty chill.
Yeah. Let's look at the Hulk. Nobody would subscribe to a monthly comic book of a Bruce Banner. Like... The only time Bruce Banner can ever be interesting is when he is also the Hulk. No one wants to see just Bruce Banner. So no one's going to want to see just Jeff Chan talk. Everyone wants to see him smash dudes. And you could make a whole comic book where he just smashes and is never Bruce Banner. And that would be more interesting to people. So I picked the Hulk for MMA Shredded.
Interesting. Okay. That's fair. I don't hate that answer.
Who do you think Jeff Chan is?
Oh, I put Cyclops.
Oh, yeah, you said that. I just wasn't paying attention because it wasn't interesting to me.
Well, let's move on to Chewy then. On that note, now that I know I have nothing less to offer there. Chujitsu.
Go ahead. You go.
I had a hard time with this one, to be honest.
Oh, I've got one.
I went with Thor.
Thor. I picked Colossus. Super big, super strong, polite guy. Seems pretty cool.
You definitely went more based off of powers as well.
No, that's his personality.
Okay.
Colossus is a super good dude.
Yeah, Colossus is a good dude.
He's always a good dude.
Yeah, right. I just feel like, I don't know why with Thor, maybe it's like the very hairy aspect also cracks a decent bit of jokes, like has their own like unique sense of humor.
Yeah, Thor has a problem with his ego sometimes though.
Grandmaster Jesse for Mexican martial arts. I'm gonna go Ant-Man here.
Oh, yeah.
So Grandmaster Jesse's channel is like very... He does know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But he does it in a way that makes it seem like he doesn't.
Yeah. Like he blunders into moments of genius, you know. He just
right. Yeah, I don't even think I have much more to say other than that. Like,
no, Ant-Man's good, and then even if you look at the Ant-Man movies, they're like heist movies.
Yeah.
You know, and I could see Jesse like being part of a heist, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely see him being part of a heist.
And constantly messing up, but like blundering and like he trips and falls and turns off the alarm, you know, like that sort of thing.
Jesse feels like he like was going more Hollywoody career path, and then he stumbled into martial arts.
Yeah,
so he just like stumbled into being a superhero, and he was like, "Oh, sick, yeah, I can do this."
Exactly.
All right, next one. This one's probably my most passionate one yet, and I guarantee that you don't have the same answer as me.
Okay.
We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Okay, so I'll say...
You can start.
No, we'll say 1, 2, 3, and we'll both say who our answer. All right,
deal.
Ready? It's one... No.
Two.
Listen, wait, stop. It's 1, 2, 3, say it.
Gotcha.
All right? 1, 2, 3, Spider-Man. What?
Shazam.
Oh, Shazam. That's good.
Shazam. The little boy trapped in the superhero's body.
Yeah. This is...
Can you not say that? Wonder Boy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cut that part out. But, okay, look, you're telling me that Steven isn't just a dude who, like, made it, who's, like, I mean, like, low-key still very much youthful at heart.
You want to say a child, a man-child.
A man-child.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's a good answer. I said Spider-Man because...
Spider-Man is a good one.
Spider-Man, even depending on what version, even if we're talking about teenage Spider-Man, he's one of the toppest guys. Kind of sort of like despite odds. Like Spider-Man's out there fighting Thanos. Like that doesn't compute. Right. And he's like playful and he's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You're friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's agile.
Yeah, right. For the same reason, I almost put Flash. Like, it was between Shazam and Flash for me. But, like, the Flash from the cartoon Justice League...
True.
Where it was, like, he was way more competent.
Yeah.
But also, like, the goofier guy.
Yeah.
I think Shazam... Have you seen the new Shazam movie?
No, I haven't. I don't know anything about Shazam other than the premise of his powers. I don't know his personality.
Really good.
I'll check it out.
It's one of my favorite DC movies ever. But anyway, continue.
But the idea of, you know, an innocent mind in a like a killer's body.
Yeah, right.
We gotta stop talking about Wonderboy's body. Like we gotta stop using that terminology.
Yeah, right. It's just something about, you know, him inside of his body.
Yeah, no, we're not saying anything wrong. It's just not. There's something.
It's just not right either.
Yes. Obviously, my answers are better than Seth's answers. That's going to be a given. But if you think that you have a better answer for one of these, definitely want to hear that in the comments below.
Your favorite person, Sensei Ando.
Ugh. I don't know, like Matter Eater Lad or Arm Fall Off Boy or something like that.
Arm Fall Off Boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just did a search for piece of shit superheroes that nobody has ever heard of, and I just picked those.
So mine isn't like a conventional superhero. Captain Planet. I would give him at least Captain Planet. Like, not a mainstream superhero. Not like if I say superheroes, also a little bit more old school when it comes to like the superhero space.
Yeah.
He definitely 100% teaches kids. So like all the kids who are like, save the planet. Like, I could see that being how his classroom works.
Yeah, also, dojo. Captain Planet had like significant cultural impact. But he also doesn't have much of a personality, so I guess it makes sense.
His personality is is being nice. All right, so we're going to go from that to Master Wong. Master Wong, I think I also have nailed, but also Master Wong, the answer for Master Wong could also be the answer for you.
Oh, I picked Wolverine for Master Wong.
I mean, that still could work both ways.
I picked Wolverine because he's volatile, he's like uncontrollable, he's incorrigible. I think if any of us ever have crossover mainstream success first, it would be Master Wong. He's like totally spiny, gruff exterior, but you know, there is a good heart in there, which that's also true for Rocket, but that's less a interesting part of his characterization. And I think Master Wong deserves one of those like A tier most popular characters.
Whoa.
Yeah. But I mean, just because of his cultural impact and his importance, he's one of the biggest. He's one of the, you know, and he's his characterization is so consistent. Like he's just so like, you know what you're getting.
True.
It's gonna you unleash this little ball of fury, and that's Master Wong.
I'd give you Wolverine there. That means that I get to switch some stuff up later. All right, so I'm actually going to put you on to two different channels right now. Not necessarily you, but you. So I recently found this channel called The Wade Concept, I think is the name. The Wade Concept. W-A-D-E. It's like spelled out in all caps. First guy breaks down... At this point, it's becoming more like YouTuber fight footage, but before that, it was like MMA stuff. Definitely about like on the rise, but gives me like a real Human Torch vibe.
Human Torch?
Human Torch, Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, he does have, like, a good energy. Like, he's like...
Yeah. Like, he definitely make, like, a good commentator or something.
I don't know, man. I think that guy... Well, who's a superhero that, like, comes out of nowhere and is, like, strangely overpowered, and then you find out later that, like, he did something... He's from another planet or something like that. He shows up, and it's like, whoa, this dude's super powerful. How come we haven't heard of him? And it's like, oh, because he's from somewhere else. I'm thinking that guy, when I watch his content, I think he did something related. I bet if we looked into it, we'd find out he did
He's got
something.
some other background.
Yeah, like he was a newscaster or something. Like he's a little too good at this to be low sub count.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, that make him like a Superman?
Oh yeah,
used to be a newscaster.
Yeah, Wade's Superman. He's just in his farm days.
I don't know. His personality. I feel like he's got way more personality than a Superman would have. That's why I gave him Human Torch, because it was like superhero.
True that.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go with reality check self-defense. Also on the lower sub count.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes phenomenal content.
You
don't think so?
Well, take whoever you picked for me, and then then pick some like alternate shapeshifter version or something, and then give it an Australian accent, and that's...
I actually gave him Deadpool. He's the only person on this list who really gives me Deadpool vibes.
Deadpool?
Yeah.
Annoying and affable, subverts expectations, predictably unpredictable, lovable rogue type vibe.
That's literally Deadpool.
Okay. Yeah, that's Deadpool. I think that's me.
Oh, you had Deadpool for you.
No, I didn't pick one for myself, but I'm just saying when I say it out loud, I think me, himself. So I guess it makes sense that you give that to the great value hard to hurt.
The Krav Maga hard to hurt. Okay, let's move on to Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea!
Sweet Tea!
Iron Man.
Huh.
Super cool and in charge, has all the ideas. He's also a badass inside the armor. Like,
yeah, right.
He's Iron Man.
I don't hate that. So I gave Sweet Tea Hulk, but this newest version of Hulk.
Like Professor Hulk?
Like also, Professor Hulk, where he's also Bruce Banner and Hulk all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's sort of like the whole, like he's smart and also competent and also...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, capable of butt kickery, right.
That's all the same reasons I picked Iron Man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, same, but different. Shintaro Higashi.
I don't know anything about him other than he threw you all over the place. I didn't follow him before that.
Yeah, well, he did do that a little bit. He touched me up, but with the floor.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna hit you with the planet.
I'm gonna hit you with the planet. Maybe he should be Captain Planet.
Did he use your weight against you? Whatever that means.
He used my weight for me and against me at the same time. It was like my weight was compounding into itself.
Yeah.
So I would say he is obviously mostly a grappler, but then he's got like a very like chill swag about him. He's
very
never
intelligent.
like, yeah, I'd say he's a pretty smart dude. Also, like not like a super try hard, like that. Not really having to try cool. You know what I mean?
Beast.
Yeah, Beast for sure. You know what? I might give Shintaro like a Black Panther.
Can we?
Using a. I mean, like, would it be bad if we didn't? Like,
yeah.
if we weren't allowed to? Shintaro, like, absorbing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then redirecting it.
Oh, yeah.
And has, like, a nonchalant coolness. Like a not trying too hard coolness.
Yeah, he's not trying hard.
No. Jake Mace.
Totally Gambit. Super sketchy, a bunch of neckbeard, fedora wearing dorks think he's like cool and sexy, but he's like just not.
Oh,
totally
man.
Gambit. Like if you want to like not be a Wolverine fan when you're like 12, and you're like, yeah, but I'm into Gambit.
Yeah.
You know? Like, but
yeah, right.
no, dude, he's not that cool.
See, I was gonna give him old school Aquaman.
No, he's Gambit.
Like not like cool like Samoan Aquaman, like the one that was in SpongeBob.
Of all the YouTube martial artists, who would wear a trench coat and like finger missing gloves and like wear the thing like this and his hair like this and
he just happens to have playing cards in his back pocket.
Yeah, and it's super underpowered, but just like dorks think he's cool, so he's still around.
Yeah, no, I mean that's pretty accurate. That's a good one.
Stupid, sexy Gambit. Also, he's doing OnlyFans now, so like, what other superhero would have an OnlyFans?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know he had an OnlyFans?
No.
Ugh. Yeah.
For what? Never. I don't. It's not important.
That's a different video.
That's a different video. Yeah, Mike was definitely talking about the wrong dude here. I don't think that Jake Mace is on that website. Although he might be. You never know. Aquaman. Old school Aquaman. Like yellow scales with the green pants. Yeah.
No, Aquaman's too powerful.
Too powerful. He's got too much. Let's move on to Rokas.
Who'd you pick?
Green Lantern.
Yeah, not bad. Not
But
bad.
like the movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Is he? He kind of gets lost and has to find himself. Does that happen in that movie?
In anything.
Yeah, I picked Iceman.
I don't know if I know who Iceman is. Like the Arnold Schwarzenegger? The villain?
That's Mr. Freeze, you pleb.
Mr. Freeze.
No, Iceman. He was one of the original 5 X-Men. Like, Iceman.
Iceman? I'd have to look
Bobby
him up.
Drake. He was
Look, I wasn't reading the X-Men comic books when they were fresh off the press.
Yeah, I got them out of the store.
Like you took them out of Stan Lee's hands. You were like, oh, thank you, sir.
I bought them for like 75 cents. You know, comics were like 75 cents to $1.50 when I was buying them. No, that's Iceman. Wild. He's like playful and fun loving, but then he goes through some dark stuff, and he gets the White Queen possesses him. Like he questions who he is. He has some issues with himself, like knowing who he is, and then eventually he figures out who he is, and becomes like much more powerful.
Sure.
But I think that's Rokas to a T.
I'd say it's fair. Yeah, that's way better than my just like throw shot in the dark Green Lantern. Jesse Enkamp.
Who'd you pick?
The karate nerd. So I went with Colossus. But then after that, I was thinking Drax the Destroyer. From Guardians of the Galaxy.
What?
That was just my opinion. I don't know.
You're talking about Jesse Enkamp, the karate nerd?
Mm-hmm.
No, dude.
No?
You're really wrong. He's gonna
Again,
stop.
I went mostly based off of personality.
Yeah, he's going to stop being your friend. I picked Professor X for him.
Oh.
Because, like, think about it. He's, like, kind of... obviously, he's, like, a good bit ahead of us in the game.
Sure.
That's who we would go to if we needed like wisdom on this stuff.
Well, that's why I said Colossus.
Yeah, I mean, he's the more sensible X-Men. But no, I'd say Jesse Encamp's definitely Professor X, because if I needed some wisdom to correct my shenanigans, that's where I would turn
You
to
would go
for
to
it.
Jesse.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting the better of me on most of these. I'm not going to lie.
As with most things.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, you were around to see all of them created. Shane from Fight Tips. If you guys, so Shane is one of the newer YouTubers. Pretty fresh on the scene. I'm gonna put you on to another guy. Shane from Fight Tips. He's got dreadlocks.
For the underdogs.
All right.
Shane is definitely on that Cyclops energy. That is Cyclops. 100%.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with him. Nothing,
I almost don't even want to say mine anymore.
because mine's so much better.
Yeah, honestly.
He's he is like a leader in the field, you know, a leader in our space. But like, come on, man. Like, do some dirt, man. Start an OnlyFans. You know, do something.
You don't have to go that far into the dirt.
But I'm just, do something.
Only
You know what
Fight
I mean?
Tips.
And then when he does, so Shane, sometimes he tries to come at me and he'll try to make like a little joke or something, you know? And it's like when Cyclops tries to like take a dig at Wolverine, and it's like,
Sure.
okay, yeah, good joke, man.
Yeah.
You got me. And it is a good joke, but it's coming from him, so it's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on.
It's like when your dad gets you, you know, with a good one, but it's like, come on.
I mean, mine's not even good. I don't
Yeah,
even
I know.
want to say it now.
Go for it. Take your L,
I
man.
also went with X-Men. I went Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler?
Just more based off of like ability a little bit. Like I just
like
feel
his
like
physical abilities?
yeah,
I mean,
That was
maybe.
maybe.
But then that would be Ginger Ninja Trickster. It would be Nightcrawler.
I would give GNT Spider-Man.
No, Nightcrawler's got mad swag and flavor and like is like foreign and like looks weird and, you know.
Yeah. All right. So the rest of mine are not the best, but we're gonna do them anyway. Fight Bible.
What a great setup. For Fight Bible, I picked Rocket and Groot. Obviously, Joe being Rocket, Brad being Groot.
Yeah. Obviously.
And especially like if you watch the movies, that moment where Rocket gets the big gun and he's like, oh yeah. That's like such a thing Joe would do if he got a big gun. Like if he, oh yeah, like a big corny,
Right.
like I'm doing a thing line.
Right.
And then Groot, what sums it up is when he like straight murders all those dudes, and then turns around with this big like
Yeah.
loving
like super
grin on
cheesy
his
smile.
face.
Yeah. Right.
That's totally Joe and Brad.
It is. I was trying to think of like an anti-hero. Here's
Like
our
they're
YouTube
mercenaries.
videos.
They would be mercenaries, sort of.
They'd definitely be mercs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that though. All right, McDojoLife. So I'll go first. Same concept here for me. I went with Venom.
Venom?
Definitely goes about doing the hero thing the darker way than everybody else is doing.
Oh yeah, he's wrecking people.
He's wrecking people.
Yeah. Or maybe he'd be like the Punisher.
Oh, Punisher would also be a really good one, actually. Punisher would make way more sense as a name, too.
Yeah, but they're like, it's like the same thing. Like,
It's sort of the same thing.
like if you're out there doing evil,
Yeah.
they're just gonna kill you.
Yeah, right. It's no, like, we don't use guns here.
Yeah.
It's like one of them that will, like, eat your face.
Yeah, and the other one will blow you away. They're not
Yeah.
gonna take you to jail.
Okay, so now we've got, unless there's anybody else, I've got you and I left.
Oh, I've got yours.
So, I mean, is there anybody else, YouTuber-wise, that you think we missed?
Yeah. Kwon Kicker. The movie arc of Captain Marvel. Not that I think Kwon Kicker's like Captain Marvel, but like
Okay.
grating personality, hard to like, super powerful. Everyone forgets about him, and then he's hopefully gonna come back one day and save this all. That was the movie arc for Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no, it really was. But anyway. Okay, so for you, I actually went with Rocket Raccoon. For all the reasons that we said, like, maybe a rough exterior, hardened, like, more piercing jokes a little bit.
Yeah.
than you would get out of like
ambiguous morals.
Yeah, right. Like, is he a double spy? Maybe could he go back and forth? But then also the fascination with weapons.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a fair assessment. I picked Rogue.
Rogue?
Rogue, not the movie version, not the Anna Paquin version, the comic book version of Rogue. So like
Rogue though?
Yeah, Rogue is really powerful. Has a decent sense of humor.
Super sassy though.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking more like a big, broader picture. Rogue is pretty powerful.
Okay.
Not as popular as other characters that are the same power level as her. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
And maybe if she had a little more personality, she'd be more popular. I don't know, but goes around. Theoretically, could be very powerful because she goes around just like she can absorb the power and abilities off of everybody. Sure. And that's how you made your YouTube career, just going around. Yeah, it
really is. For those of you who don't know how my YouTube career started, literally I just hijacked Mike's channel and then Steven's channel.
Just hopped around, just sucking the clout.
Yeah. And what's
sucking
funny,
our powers out.
The powers, yeah. And what's funny is that now everybody's like, I love all these collabs that are happening. All these collabs. You're welcome. You're welcome. But make sure you guys subscribe to him. If you are one of the third of the nice people that actually came from his channel that subscribed because of him to me, thank you.
Wait,
you're not,
a third of...
I would say a third.
A third of my viewers came to your channel, or a third of your viewers are from my channel?
I would say, third, the latter.
Yeah. You sucked the life out of me. Like
if you're not the third that came from Cobra Kai, you're not the third that came from Hard to Hurt, and you're not the third that came from me trashing people on tier lists. If you're not the one in the middle, go subscribe to Mike. You like his stuff. Anyway, guys, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. He's got awesome videos, and he also makes fun of people there, too. So you might like that.